Be not distracted with the trials of the world. Be set apart and be rooted within my word. There you will reap and harvest, and there you will be fruitful with living water to those in dry places. You will notice chaos amongst the structuring of the world's government, the governmenting structures. You will notice chaos amongst strange weather patterns. Strange winds. He really highlighted on strange winds for the month of February and beyond. Once again, guys, this could be February, March, April. But strange winds upon the grounds and upon the seas of the world. You will notice chaos amongst allied countries. So countries that usually are allies and get along. You will notice confusion within views, agreements, and treaties. You will notice chaos amongst 3 new viruses that will be announced.
I signed with him, Macron and Merkel, we signed ceasefire. Ceasefire. All of them told me that he will never go. We signed him with gas contract. Gas contract. Yes, but after that, he broken this ceasefire. He killed our people and he didn't exchange prisoners. We signed the exchange of prisoners, but he didn't do it. What kind of diplomacy, JD, you are speaking about? What do you mean?
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines.
This massive building was heavily damaged as severe storms raked the Dallas-Fort Worth metro area Tuesday morning. The warehouse for Benjamin Moore Paints partially collapsed as high winds and a suspected tornado hit Louisville. The debris buried semi-trailers and other vehicles nearby, and metal sheeting was thrown across the huge parking lot. First responders were on the scene, but there were no immediate reports of injuries.
We're also tracking these wildfires in South Carolina, but we begin tonight with this major winter storm moving across the country at this hour. More than 115 million Americans on alert for blizzard conditions, high winds and tornado threats right now. Tonight, winter weather across the plains, severe weather to the south. New Orleans canceling some of its Mardi Gras events. The system reaching the East Coast by Wednesday, a mess expected right along the I-95 corridor in the east. Let's get right to Chief Meteorologist Ginger Z. She's with us tracking it all tonight. Hi, Ginger.
Hi, David. More than 24 states have some sort of alert, and you'll see when I bring up this map here, the wind alerts stand out for Texas, Kansas, Missouri, all the way over to Nashville. Now, that's for wind ahead of the actual system, a really tight pressure gradient, meaning a big change in pressure over a small distance. That's going to give us 40 to 65 mile per hour winds without the thunderstorms. But the thunderstorms themselves are going to bring problems tonight after a lot of people go to bed. Oklahoma City to Chickasha, down to Wichita Falls, and even the northwest side of Dallas, like Fort Fort Worth. That's tonight into early tomorrow morning. Then this thing charges east. You see the blizzard-like conditions on the backside of it in the northern plains. Well, on the southern side, through the afternoon tomorrow and the evening, we've got severe storms, anywhere from Mobile back to Texarkana. And you
Well, we've been here before. A viral outbreak in China has prompted fears that the UK may have to go into lockdown. The outbreak in China of the HMPV virus has prompted fears that the UK, which has also seen a 4.5% increase in cases, may have to go into lockdown.
Tonight, the CDC is now warning about 4 respiratory illnesses on the rise in 35 states: the flu, COVID, RSV, and norovirus. ERs across the country seeing a surge of patients. Many of those cases are flu-related.